Facebook? It's Christy. Thanks for being here. Yesterday I asked a question of what is it that you guys want me to talk about on these videos and webinars and various things that I'm creating right now, and I've been having a lot of fun pulling this stuff together. The last couple weekends specifically, so on Saturdays and Sundays I read tarot cards and provide Reiki healing at a local shop here in Denver. And I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and I love it. Oh my gosh, one of the best gifts I've ever been given, the opportunity to work in this shop. Amazing people, amazing customers. It's been a really cool kind of discovery journey for me, really. But one of the things that I noticed the most is we all are really talking about really similar things. It's funny that I watch waves happen of, groups of complete strangers coming in and asking really similar questions, which absolutely lends to the whole we're not alone in this struggle of human existence. We are all in this together. And even though our stories are really, really different from each other, our experiences are really, really different from each other, how it is we respond and react to these experiences are super different from each other. The human existence experiences are all pretty much the same. What makes those experiences different is how we deal with them, how we respond to them, how they make us feel. That's what's different. And so then the next coolest thing about that is it gives this really wonderful learning opportunity of, okay, a similar thing happened to that guy over there. He did that about it. That makes sense to me. I could have done something like that in my situation, and that maybe that could have gotten a different result. I think maybe I'll try that, or I think maybe I'll think about that, or something, right? Now, of course, another way to look at that is, oh, that guy had a similar thing happen to him. It wasn't so bad for him. Geez, why does it always got to be so hard for me? Why does everybody have all the luck? Why does it always work out for other people? Or even, it's not so hard for that person. Why does it got to be so hard for me? Well, it doesn't. Listen. Change. Try. It's experimentation. What's going to work for you? We don't know until you try, and that's where failures come in really handy, because when one thing doesn't work out, then it's like, all right, that didn't work. Let me try something else. And it's so interesting because I just randomly overheard this conversation in the grocery store about something really similar, and that person had kind of a really interesting point of view that I might try next time. Cool, dig it. I now have an action plan. I can get up and do something. I can get up and try something, as opposed to sitting there being like, man, this shit sucks. And that's what you're sitting there feeling. Shit sucks, right? And so at any rate, on Facebook, I asked the question, what do you guys want to talk about? And I had a repeating answer on there. And so the question was basically, and it was worded two different ways, obviously, because two different people, right? But it was basically, how do I let go or release all the past and present negativity and then raise my vibration? And the second person said, yeah, I was going to ask that too, but I feel like my masculine side is what's getting in the way of me releasing and letting go of past and present negative energy. And so see, two totally different people, right? These two ladies don't know each other. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they do. Small world and all. Maybe they do, right? But they're asking really similar questions. I struggle with letting go of negative energy. I struggle with letting go of negative past memories or negative past feelings that I had once, yesterday or 10, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. I struggle with letting that go. And so that's what I want to talk about today. Oh, and there's a little cloud cover, so I'll take my sunglasses off so y'all can see my eyes, and I'll have to be incognito here on this video. And so anyway, definitely a theme. I wrote that down in my notes here. There's a theme here, and straight up there is. So this is a really, really, really cool topic to talk about. Sometimes it can be kind of a bigger topic, just once again, simply because we're all so different. And what I'm going to give here is just kind of the general framework And, little things that you can try right now, right after you watch this video, you can start trying these things right now. And then, when things aren't working, or if there's a gap or something, or, yeah, I'm trying this, but what do I do about this? That's where communication comes in. And so don't hesitate to reach out, participate on the Facebook page, and join our Facebook group, which is super cool. Participate in the conversations. That we got to share ideas. We got to work this out together. And the more ideas we have to share and to bring about, then the bigger our knowledge base gets. We get to pick and choose what works for us. Let's give some options, right? Okay. So the first step in letting something go, whatever it is, so letting go, okay, is it negative energy in your day-to-day life? You work in a difficult environment, you work in a toxic environment, you have toxic people that live in your house, right? Or, so meaning to say, is it more of a present moment negative energy thing that you're needing to let go? Or is it the past memory stuff, the past bad experiences, and bad, the whole grand scale of that, because there's a lot of bad. And, is it, that siblings were super mean to you and parents didn't really pay a whole lot of attention, or was there, full-blown like abuse and terrible things going on? So that's what I mean about, the full spectrum of bad. Once again, that's where our individual stories come into play. So the first thing we have to do is we have to identify what it is that we need to release. What do we have stuck on us, with us, that we don't want? We don't want it because it doesn't feel good. It's not providing opportunity for things that we want. And quite frankly, we can feel that that's the thing that's getting in the way of what it is that we're actually trying to do. And so step one is identifying that thing. What is it? Is it more than one thing? Make a freaking list. This is all of the shit that I'm carrying with me from past and present that I don't want, that doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel right. It doesn't make me feel comfortable. It doesn't make me feel safe. It doesn't make me feel peaceful. It doesn't make me feel authentic. It doesn't make me feel like me. This, the way I'm feeling, is not me. Write this stuff down. And I mean pen to paper. Write it down. Make a list for you to, and as you're writing it down, part of the identification of this is how those things really are making you feel. And so as you're writing those things down that you want to release, that you want to let go of, that you don't want to be a part of it anymore, feel those things. Feel them. That's like standing and facing your opposition. To identify these things that you have to let go of, you can't then turn and run away from them. That's not letting them go. They're going to chase you all the way down the track. They're going to be right behind you on your heels. They're tethered to you, right? You look at them, you identify them, and then you turn and run, they're just going to follow you. This is one of those times where you stand up and you say, I see you, and I don't like you, and I don't want you with me anymore. And the only way that you're really going to be able to bring that up is to truly feel all those feels, right? You got to feel them. So as you're writing this list, if you're crying, you're screaming, fuck all this, excuse my language, but I mean, really, that is a part of this. That's a part of the identification of what it is that you don't want, that you need to release. And it's a part of bringing it up and out. If we're needing to release it, we need it to come out, right? Before it can come out, it has to come up. Okay? So now you've written your list of the things that you're wanting to shed, the things that you're wanting to release, the things that you don't want to feel anymore, the things that you don't want to be a part of your life anymore. You've written it down. Your paper is soaking with tears, and maybe there's snot on there. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe you took your pen and at some point you started like stabbing the paper. I don't know. I mean, don't hurt yourself, my God, or anybody else. It's only pen to paper here, folks. But I mean to say, all of that emotional release, right? You've got it all out. You've released the emotions. Go back and read the list after you've released the emotions. Oh, yeah. I don't want to hang on to that terrible memory of Billy when I was 5 and he pushed me off of the swing set while telling me how ugly I am. I don't want the feeling of believing that I am only going to find toxic workplaces to work in. I'm done feeling like I am at the mercy of my family. I'm done feeling like I'm a grown woman and I still have to explain everything to my parents. And my parents never understand anything that I want to do. The people that are around me do not support me in my want. And I do not want to keep feeling like that. I want to feel like me. There's a shift. I'm done with that. I'm done with this list of things because I want this instead. Write that down at the very, very end of your list. I'm done with these things here because I want this instead. And then sit there and feel that. What does it feel like to have what you want instead? Now, this is imagination time for a second, you guys. This is not reality based, okay? I don't want you to start thinking, I want this instead, but I'm gonna have to do all of this to get it. Or I want this instead, but how in the world am I gonna make that happen? No, you're defeating the point here. Okay, the point is to get you to shift your focus from something that you don't want to what you do want. And that is the release. You identify the things that you don't want. You identify the things that you cannot control. Okay, cool. I've identified them, I've felt them, I've felt them, I've felt them. I've felt them. Okay, I'm done with that. Now, this is what I do want. And you've released that, and you turn all of your laser focus onto the subject of what you do want. So on that list of things that you don't want, it's all with the tears and the snot and the, pin jabbing or whatever, right? On that list of paper. And then at the very, very end, because I do want this and this and this, right? Now, tear that piece of paper out of your notebook or whatever, separate it, get a brand new piece of paper and start that piece of paper with that thing that you wrote down, because I want this. Now your first piece of paper, I want you to wad it up and throw it in the trash. I want you to put it in your fireplace and burn it. I want you to tear it up in itty bitty little pieces and in small chunks, flush it down the toilet. Do not mess up your plumbing. Find the dirtiest, nastiest dumpster in the most urban part of your city and throw it in there while dumping a bunch of trash or something on it. I mean to say, you are annihilating this piece of paper, literally, physically. Literally, you are getting rid of it. And when you do that, you walk away from the place that you're leaving that list with a sense of cutting the tether. There is no more leash. There is no more attachment. There is no more cord. You have liberated yourself from that list of things that you do not want to feel anymore, that are not welcome in your existence anymore. You have released that, literally. You brought it up and out, right? You brought it up and out, you wrote it all down, and you destroyed that piece of paper. You did all that. You had control of that. You did all that. To walk away from that place where you destroyed that piece of paper with that sense of liberation and saying, I am free, you've released the negativity. And I don't care what that negativity is. I don't care how long it's been there. I don't care where it came from. It doesn't matter. You took charge. You took control. You released those things. And now is the wonderful and beautiful moment of recreating what it is that you really do want. And this is where that new list comes in. That you're going to love, and you're going to nurture this list, and you're going to add to it and take away from it and adjust it and get it into this perfect little picture of what it is that you're actually wanting. But it starts with the releasing first. There is no release without a new direction. You choose your new direction. And if it's the smallest thing, okay, the smallest thing, I want vanilla ice cream today. I do not want to feel all of this mess. So I did my thing and I released that mess. And now I want some vanilla ice cream. And if that's what you wrote down on your list, then boy, that's what you're gonna have. And that's gonna be the best vanilla ice cream you've ever had. And because of that, and because you're really in a place to really taste that vanilla ice cream, right? It's not dulled or soured by ugliness on the inside of you, right? By nastiness on the outside in your world. It's not. It's the best freaking vanilla ice cream you've ever had in your life. And that's what you're going to be thinking, man. Okay, there's some mess going on over here. Not literally, right? Not in my video right here, but there's some mess going on over here right now. But boy, I'm so happy I have this vanilla ice cream. Man, if they had some vanilla ice cream, maybe they'd feel better. Huh. They look kind of cranky. I don't think I'm going to offer them my ice cream, but I really hope they find some sometime. See, instead of getting stuck in the you're like, ooh, there's some I need to laser focus on how it is I want to feel. And I want to taste this vanilla ice cream. Does that make sense? Okay, I got off on a second, so let me make sure that I said everything I wanted to say. Oh, I totally did. I said everything I wanted to say, because then even on my piece of paper right here, I said, once you've done all of that, which is the releasing speech that I just gave, right? Once you've done all of that, now you can refocus your energy. Because you're not wasting your energy on all that crap. You now have this like surplus of energy that you are in charge with. It's your energy. You get to decide where that energy goes. Vanilla ice cream, a better relationship, a less toxic work environment. How about a no toxic work environment? Less toxic, come on. But a no toxic work environment, right? A happy, safe, healthy home, right? You've got all of that energy now that you were wasting on that crap that you were just hanging on to, right? You have all that energy now to focus in on those things that you actually are wanting. And so now is this time for you to refocus your energy. This is where you start to feel better. It's not after you've been refocusing your energy, it's at the very moment that you refocus your energy that you start to feel better, because you feel like you are more in charge, that you are in charge of your life and how you feel and what you bring into it. When you feel more in charge, more in control, you feel empowered. You're like, I'm in charge. I can do this. I got this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to feel this. I'm going to experience this. I'm going to refocusing your energy on what it is that you actually want. And it's that first moment that you do that you actually start feeling better. And I really challenge all of you to try this, even on just the smallest scale. Do it on a big scale. No time to wait. Seriously, now is the time. Now is the time. But big or small, it doesn't matter what scale you try this on. Try it. Try it in your own life. Write down a list of crap you don't want. Feel it. Ooh, yeah. Woo, I can really feel those things I don't want. Huh, and whatever. Have a temper tantrum, right? Or maybe it's not that bad and you're just like, yeah, that sucks. I don't want that, right? Whatever. Write down your list. Feel the list. Destroy the list. Start a new list. I want this. You have repurposed your energy into what it is that you want. You did that. Nobody else did that. You did that. That is yours. That is your power. That is your control. That is your empowerment. And when you feel empowered, you want to do more of that. You want more of that. And if you want more of that, there's more to do. And on this level of work, this kind of work, this work is fun. This work is fun. It feels good. Because it feels good, you want to do more. You want more. You want more. I want more of that. I want more of that peace. I want more of that ability to move away from that and really step into this. God, that feels so much better. Oh, that feels better. All right, what am I going to do now? Well, what I need to do now, and I'm looking at the timer on this video right now, I need to go get my son from school. And that's something that always makes me feel better. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed with the two most wonderful children. And additionally, I'm blessed with having the opportunity to be able to talk about things like this with people like you. And I thank you for watching this video. I really invite all comments, feedback, questions. Don't hesitate to message me. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love it when people really participate in these types of conversations, as the group, or even just on my Facebook page, not just the group, but the page itself, because that is how we share these different perspectives, and we understand that we're not alone in this, and that we have each other, and that's what we're here for, is to support each other. And it's such a gift gift and a blessing for me to have the opportunity to share all of these things that I've learned through the course of my life in an effort to help you get on track with what you want, because every single one of us can have what we want and we can live the lives that we're meant to live, and that's how it's supposed to be anyway. And I have strong words for anyone who tries to tell us differently. We get to create our lives. We're in control of this. We are tied to nothing that we don't want to be tied to. And we have the power within ourselves to correct the things that aren't serving us and create things that will. We have that power, and I will believe that all day long, every single day. And it's such a gift for me to be able to share all that with you. And so thanks for being here. And until next time, because with all that feedback I'm getting on Facebook, there's so many more of these coming. I'm creating a free webinar that people can access to really jumpstart your ability to start manifesting what it is that you're wanting in your life, or gain a stronger spiritual connection with whatever it is, the higher power that's calling to you. If you're feeling really lost about how to do that, you know, it's so big out there, or I'm not really sure I feel anything, or I don't, like religion. What do I do instead? Stuff like that. So I'm creating webinars around that, around the coaching programs that I offer. And so any more feedback and ideas and things, everything that you guys say is such an inspiration for me, and really then also being able to tune in to how I can be the most helpful to you. And so please continue that conversation with me. And so anyway, until next time, have a super wonderful day. And if it's not super wonderful, I hope you do something to make it more so. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.